mean, there's not a lot of AI in this one. Uh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So who'd we build this for? We built this for, who did we build this for? No, I built this for me to prove my flat earther friend that rockets, no, that space is round. That is what I built this for. And yeah, me and my girlfriend built two rockets. So these are kind of kits that you can build, and they come with like the predefined like box and shell. But we mounted the motors today, and we got the parachute in there. What we learned is that like basically there's single deploy rockets and dual deploy rockets, and we're navigating basically how you design the rocket. So we're going at a single deploy rocket, and basically we learned is that they have fuel in there, they burn up, and then at the end there's black powder at the top of it that has a delay, and then that blows up, and then that is what separates this and blows this out of here and blows this out of here, and then the parachute comes out of here, and then another parachute comes out of here. So we basically learned that and a lot of different things about like center of gravity and how to actually get this to go straight. Yeah, trying to think if there's anything else. Farsh, is there anything else we've learned?
But it's so fun.
Yeah, we learned a lot. Yeah, we learned a lot about just like the certification process to get different motors. So if you want to get like to the motors that go to 40,000, 20,000 feet, then you have to get certified with NAR or Tripoli. And when you do that, you have to do a dual deploy rocket. So it has to have a altimeter in here, has to have dual deployments. It can eject this part and the forward tube out. And then if you can do that and it safely lands and it's reusable, then you get your certificate. And then you can get bigger motors that can go farther. So yeah, we'll launch next week in Amesbury on Saturday. It's a free event. If you want to come, you can see the rocket launch. That's it.
Can you say like what's inside of this rocket? Like
Yeah.
how exactly it flies and like what went into construction?
Yeah, so so again, I just take it off here. So like there's like the shock cord, and then there's the parachute inside of that, and then if you take like this part out, there's the motor retainer down here. So it's like kind of like all the actions down here, where like there's a lot of like JB Weld and epoxy holding it together, so you can put the motor in there, and then you just get like a dry powder motor. So it's like the SD rocket motors, and they're just dry fuel. I don't know what they're made of, but then you just throw it in there, and then you use the ignition, and it goes up.
Oh wow. And like how much fuel does it feed and like what's the laws?
There's so much to that. We did a lot of research on that. There's different arcs of the rockets. So some rockets have long delays, some go for a long time, they have different delay times. So like you have to figure out your rocket size and how far it goes, and make sure that the time delay for the black powder that explodes it to pop this out, you have to match that up. But the next stage for this rocket is gonna make it altimetered and dual deploy, and then it ejects it without an explosion. Or no, it does it. It does black powder. It uses the dual deploy thing to then trigger black powder here and here. It then also explodes it, pressurizes it, and then pops them out. So I thought I was surprised. Someone else told me to use spring-loaded to pop them out, but then like most people are saying they just use black powder explosive to like, it was like, oh, how do you remove this thing from here? I was like, oh, spring, something. Nope, explosives. And then you use black powder to like blow it out. Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions though for anyone interested in rockets?
Do you plan to, in terms of camera, just to see if the airface is flat or not?
Yeah, that is the goal. We have to get to 30K feet to get the good angle, but we'll like drill a hole in here, put a GoPro in, and we'll see. First, we got to get the rocket up, get the certificate, get the big motors, and then it's also an exercise in libertarianism too. Just to let you guys know, it's like, hey, I can launch rockets. Like, yeah.
And how much weight can it carry?
I think it depends on how you design it, really.
But like your particular one?
I don't even know what exactly it can carry, because we're not putting much in here, just the parachute. So I think it could probably carry like 10 kilograms or so. Yeah, it can carry more than you think.
10 kilograms?
Yeah. That's what people were saying online.
So this thing can deliver 10 kilograms to like 5,000 feet?
That was, no, it would go a lot lower. It would probably only go like 1,000 feet if you put that many kilograms in. But then 30,000 sounds very possible. 40,000 sounds very possible.
Yeah.
We just need the motors.
Okay.
yeah, actually space. Like,